The Saskatchewan walleye tournament scene is one of the most underrated circuits in North America. From May to October, walleye anglers travel the province to compete on some of the best walleye fisheries in the world. For a top 3 finish on these lakes, you need multiple 10-pound walleyes.
Oh my God. Yes! Yes!
Come along as we take you with us to compete with up to $100,000 on the line. This is On the Trail. This is year 3 on the Saskatchewan Walleye Trail, and year 1 was a lot of almosts. We were always one fish away from cashing a check, it seemed, and it kind of just left you wanting more. And then last year, it finally clicked. Check this thing out. It's a log, man. It's a log. Come on. On the Trail is about showing you what goes into tournament fishing and really showing off the amazing fisheries that we fish up here in Saskatchewan. It's an opportunity for anglers to see a behind the scenes look on what goes into this circuit and what kind of fish you need to put up a top 10 finish. First event of the season is at Regina Beach, and I'm doing this one with my good buddy Rylan Parrott. Well, what do you think, boss? Where are we going?
Go north.
We're going north? Okay.
Gotta go north.
This is what I kind of consider a warm-up tournament for the year. It is a little lighter entry fee, a little bit less stress, but the bite on Last Mountain Lake in June is unbelievable. Okay, we just got out for a spot. The thing about pre-fish is, you know, you don't really fish too hard. You're kind of just looking for fish and seeing what's happening in different spots. This is our first check of the day. We'll do a bit of fishing. We'll probably be bouncing around a lot.
It's going vertical on it. Going vertical on it. That was such a sick eat. It's not very big. It's not very big. It's a lot bigger than I thought.
Okay. 29 incher. Jig. It's gonna be a perfect slot. So for slot fish, we're after 21 and a half. So probably be a perfect slot fish for the tournament.
Dude, cast. There's a decent mark right here.
I don't have a rod. I'm waiting to get line so I can put a jig on.
Oh.
From the time we got to our first spot, it was exactly what you would expect from a Last Mountain Lake June bite. It was 29 incher, 28 incher, 28 incher, 27 incher, great slots, like just so much fun. Be a long fight. Okay, another over, third over of the day. So we had to work him a little bit. Took a few swipes at it, bit me once. Didn't get him the first time, but second time we got him. forget just how spoiled we are to fish Last Mountain Lake when a 26-inch walleye is a disappointment, where on any other lake that's a great fish, but here it's just not the caliber that you need to win.
Well, we'll see if he gets snagged, he'll know.
That's not a great drop.
Yes, it is.
Well, it's definitely moving. And I'm definitely about to catch it.
No, that's a fish beside the stick.
Oh, right.
It is. I'm looking at a fish and the stick.
This is what tournament fishing is all about. Arguing with someone for 4 days in a row.
I can hear you in the French SU.
I know.
Should probably stand up, maybe. Got some walleye chop going mid cadence. I like
Dealing
this.
with hard, bad conditions out here. Yeah. Oh man. So if we were able to string together a couple days like we had on day one, we would be really happy with our results. Like, it was a great day. The thing is though, like with these conditions, anyone can have a great day. And I know there was a lot of boats that did well as well, but the thing that's looming over everyone's head is that tournament days are supposed to be 70-kilometer winds on both days, and it's like everything is going to change so much. Day two of pre-fish, we picked up right where we left off on day one. Rylan smacks a 30-incher to start the day, and then I back him up with an even bigger fish. So we went back to our deep spots, and our over plan was continuing to work. But we knew that, you know, on the next days, the wind's gonna come up. Can we sit over top of them the same? So we had to switch it up. We had to come up with plan B, plan C, and try and find some slots that we knew we could maybe change it up when the wind starts to pick up. That's a nice pickerel.
Oh, dude, great slot.
Great slot, man. Great slot. Okay, so we got the wind blowing into this point pretty good. Sometimes when the wind pushes up, all the bait moves in and the fish are usually pretty close behind. So we've been plucking them out of here in 5-6 feet of water. So the wind just kept picking up, and the craziest part is that this wind isn't even as bad as it's going to be the next 2 days.
Not a bad one. On the drop again.
Another good fish out of the wind. Day two turned out even better than day one. We had 20 pounds of overs. We had perfect slots. Like in most tournament days, this is exactly what you want out of pre-fish. But for us, like, it's hard to even be confident about it because this weather is gonna change and 70-kilometer winds are coming. So, you know, everything runs through your head. Like, can we get to our spots? Is our batteries gonna hold up in this wind? Are we able to have healthy fish come back to the scales in this wind? Like, there's a million things that could go wrong.
We're just hoping to survive.
We feel like $1 million.
So that's the confidence we need going into day one. Oh, hey. Oh. In the event, it's a west wind, more so, and it's manageable to fish north.
Yeah.
I love the idea of. I would way rather prefer we have overs there, good overs. I also love the idea of a slot there, but in the event that happens early, I love the idea of that.
Yeah.
Or you know, I'm saying if it's doable. Dude, we caught huge slots this morning.
I know we did. I know.
Huge.
The issue over there. Well, yeah.
I watched Dumb and Dumber 2 days ago for the first time in my life.
Really?
Hilarious movie. Hilarious movie.
I'm gonna watch it now. First time in your life.
First time in my life.
So all those like references and quotes and stuff, like they just went over your head every time?
Yeah, every time. Well, I've watched clips, but never the movie. Great movie.
Oh yeah, you guys are good on that.
Things seem to be, they're getting worse all the time. And between ourselves, Alliance, our committee, and the Walleye Trail, we've decided we're not going to fish this weekend. What we'd like to do, though, is we're going to come up with some alternatives for a future date this year. And then we're gonna have a meeting next week, get those alternatives, and get them out to you guys as soon as we can. So within the next 2 weeks on that. We'd like to go fishing or some kind of tournament in the fall. Will be probably the alternatives, but we want to talk with the Walleye Trail and make sure that we can get something together that's good for everybody.
What can you do? You know, it was super disappointing for everyone there, but ultimately it was the right call. It was an extremely dangerous situation, and it turned out to be just as bad as we expected it. So I think for the safety of everyone, it was the right call by the Walleye Trail. It was the right call by the Lions Club. We had to cancel the tournament. So the Regina Beach Classic has been rescheduled to September. It's going to be back-to-back weekends with the Last Mountain Fall Classic. So I don't think we're gonna have time to pre-fish it, but we will be back and we will see who wins the Regina Beach Walleye Classic.